Right, folks, I've got a couple of recommendations for you today. Here's the first one. This won't suit many of you. It'll only be lovers of a bit of rock music and an absolute classic song. Something I came across today and I really enjoyed it. Right, I'll have to put the bins on because I don't remember the fella's name. He's a chap from that there FOO Fighters. Well, I've heard of them. That's Dave Grohl's new band since the tragedy that befell Nirvana. But I've never really been into them. I'm in the 70s time warp, maybe a bit of 80s as well. I'm an old FART now, so I don't listen to more modern music. Now, I know the FOO Fighters isn't that modern, but it's modern to me. So, this is the guitarist in that band. What's his name? Wait a minute. Chris. I better get this right. Shiflett. Chris Shiflett. Right. He's just released an EP. Yes, he's released an EP. Cracking title. I'm not going to say what the title is, but it's a cracking title. Anyway, within that EP be 4 tracks. Then there's a couple of his own and a couple of covers. One of them's by a band called Hanoi Rocks that many of you won't have heard of. You'll have heard of the other band, I'm pretty sure. They're one of my favourites of all time, THIN LIZZY, from the great Phil Lynott, however you want to pronounce it. Anyway, old Chris there, he's doing his version of Cowboy Song. The Cowboy Song by the classic lineup of THIN LIZZY from the very early to mid-70s, probably 75, 76 it came out, if memory serves, on the Jailbreak LP. But he's done a country and western version of it. I've heard it earlier, it was on Planet Rock. I don't necessarily listen to Planet Rock, but it's something that I have in the old bar on the top of me. I look at the daily news, what's happening in the rock world, and this came out. I thought, oh, well, let me read about it, because I didn't know the fella, and I read it, and it sounded really good. And then it said, press here to listen to the song, and I did, all the way through. Thought it was absolutely great. Chris, don't know who you are. Never heard of you before. Heard of your band, never heard of you. But I like the song. Obviously, it's not as good as the original. You'll never match Phil, and you certainly won't better him. Oh no, we can't be bettered, can't Phil. But a great version. I really enjoyed it. So if you get a chance, folks, have a listen. Guy's called Chris. I think it was Shiflett. I won't put the bins on again. From the FOO Fighters, and it's his version of the Cowboy Song. Oh, it's a crackerjack. I enjoyed it. I really did.